Wednesday evening presentation of the... Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now, New York starting five. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Brunson in at point.
And clearly from mid-range, Van Vliet seems pretty comfortable. As long as he likes the angle, that's a shot he can make.
Here's Brunson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Brooks. Stolen by Anunoby. Now it's Hart. Three-pointer. No good that time. And we're about a minute into the first. It's stolen by Hart. Bridges outside. Towns is screen on Green. Bridges down low, working on Green. Bridges misses. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Just 4 to shoot. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
New York ball.
For New York, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Jalen Green and Mikal Bridges. Still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
And the second free throw is good. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Here's Şengün. And Şengün, throw it down.
Read the defense and executed. The IQ showing through for Şengün.
Brunson passes to Bridges. Back to Brunson. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Van Vliet. Here's Şengün. Outside for Brooks. Takes the 3. And he buries his first look.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Maybe able. The Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred Van Vliet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. B.A.?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. New York making a switch here. Achua's checked in. Brunson passes to Achua. Towns a screen on Van Vliet. And count it! The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Such a strong floater game. Just another part of Brunson's expanding arsenal.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
And the free throw, no good. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Hart against Brooks. Outside Hart, pass to Bridges. Towns with the ball. Double team on Towns. 5 on the clock. Shot's good by Hart.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
Achua against Thompson. A minute 15 left in the first quarter here. Drives to the hoop. Second chance shot. Achua with the rebound. Knicks leading by 3. Left side Hart. Bridges outside. Rockets with a rebound. Here's Thompson. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Brunson finds Bridges. Thompson with the block. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Green against Bridges. Thompson outside. Şengün, a screen on Achua. Here's Thompson. Şengün, no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Knicks. They lead by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Cam Whitmore out there with Aaron Holiday. And it's Eason in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. The shot by Payne, no good. The Rockets trail. Eason with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Pass to Holiday. Inside. Robinson with a double. And Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Holiday against Payne. Over Holiday. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Payne's got his first 2 points of the night. And Houston has possession. They trail by 1. Pass to Şengün. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
Oh, it's stolen by Eason. And they're on the break. Holiday with the ball. And it's Payne picking him up. Holiday against Payne. Holiday passes to Şengün. 6 on the shot clock. Şengün can't get that one to fall.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Tipped. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. And a new group getting ready for the Rockets. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Eason. Green's checked in for Whitmore. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Holiday. Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. Outside, Green. Beyond the arc. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. The Knicks with the lead. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. And that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
The ball's knocked loose. Achua with a steal. Outside McBride. 1:49 left to play in the first half. He shoots it to the wing on the left. Here's Achua. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 8 rebounds in the game. Brooks outside. Green for 3. Green, money from deep.
Green getting very aggressive on the perimeter and really good concentration as he focused on his shot.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
And Houston making a change here. Smith's checked in. Towns, he's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Mikal Bridges. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, so he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. Outside McBride. Back to Brunson. Outside Achua. Pass to Towns. Up and over Smith. That's good from Towns. On the assist by Achua.
Towns is so dangerous in the paint. He's got the ability to just muscle through most any defense.
Now Brooks. Outside, Green. The 3 from Thompson. Towns with a rebound. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Anunoby. High post Towns. Pass to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Oh, the agility of Brunson getting to the bucket.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
3-pointer, Van Vliet. The shot misses. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. New York out in front. They lead by 2. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She scored. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runts, please. Here's thinking about the shot.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You look at Jalen Brunson, what a contribution.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Here's Brunson. And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. We've got Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. Rockets trail by 4. Outside, Green puts up a 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Really left him alone that time. Anunoby's got 5.
Love the energy here in the third, trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ballgame right now.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Houston shooting their first free throw of the night.
First team foul. At the line for Houston. One shot.
And that one misses.
The thing that stands out about Şengün is how crafty he is in the post. Excellent footwork and a lot of moves.
Bridges misses. Rockets trail by 5. Pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Brunson passes to Towns. Back to Brunson. Towns looking for an opening. Towns a screen on Thompson. Here's Hart. Up and in on the layup. Hart's got his second basket on the night.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Van Vliet against Brunson. Green with a screen on Brunson. Pass to Thompson. Şengün, the screen. 5 to shoot. And Şengün throw it down.
Turkish thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
Outside Hart. Brunson a screen on Thompson. Thompson against Hart. Pass to Towns. For 3, Bridges. Brooks with the rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Şengün. Outside, Green. And it's all tied up. Green's got 6.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Pass to Hart. Towns down low. Defended by Şengün. Towns passes to Hart. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Houston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Brooks outside. Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet against Brunson. Van Vliet with it from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. different look here. Adams checked in for Alperin Şengün. Smith comes in for Thompson. Eason's checked in for Brooks. And Whitmore subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Achua with a screen on green. Brunson passes to Achua. Back to Brunson. 50 seconds left in the third. No good again that time. Houston in the lead. Up top, Smith. Brunson defending. Takes a three. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's McBride. New York again can't hit. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Back to Green. Smith inside. And that's not gonna go. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Rockets ahead. They lead by 2. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Aaron Holiday out there with Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. McBride passes to Robinson. And here's Payne outside. Connects from downtown. And the Knicks lead by 1. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for New York?
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Boy, I've liked the defensive persistence, hounding the opposition and forcing mistakes. As a result, coming up with steals, too.
Yes, it's good.
Şengün, a force in the lane. That's where he does most of his damage.
Holiday against Payne. Pass to Anunoby. Towns, a screen on Eason. Anunoby passes to Robinson. Outside McBride. From about 19. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And Houston making a change here. VanVleet's checked in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Payne. Towns, a screen on VanVleet. Here's Payne. It's hauled in by Houston. Whitmore with it, and it's Payne picking him up. And that one's good, Whitmore. Here's Payne. Outside Hart. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Lets it go from 14. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Whitmore. Here's Smith. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 7 tonight. Payne, pass to Hart. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots
timeout.
at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Houston making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Eason. And Jalen Green subbed in for Whitmore. Bridges, he's checked in for New York. Brunson comes in for Payne. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Outside for Green. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. And the Rockets lead by 4.
It's as though Green always has more left in his tank. He digs deep and finds the bucket.
Here's Brunson. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 11. For Houston, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Back to Van Vliet. And the layup is good off the glass. And now a 6-point Rocket lead.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Here's Brunson outside. Can't get it to drop.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Thompson finds Van Vliet to the middle. Here's Brooks. Soft touch off the glass.
A throwback wing. Dylan Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Knicks trail by 8. Now here's Brunson. They need this. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Van Vliet against Brunson. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
44 seconds left in the fourth. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Brunson. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
A huge make by Jalen Brunson, shining in the biggest of moments.
Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Towns for 3. Thompson pulls it in. So it's Houston winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they